Chapter 14. The Dual Character of Complex Adaptations. While the current neo-Darwinian theory is valid in its proper domain, it represents an abstraction from a much larger implicate and generative order, and its main significance is to be found in its relationship to this latter order. Chance is assumed to play an absolute role in evolution as well as in the origin of life. However, major evolutionary changes require the coordinated development of many different pieces of the genetic code. David Bohm and F. David Peat. The big picture. The relationship between genotype and phenotype is a multifaceted question that has dominated evolutionary theory throughout the 20th century and up to the present day. Genotype refers to the genetic determinants, whereas phenotypes refers to the actual organization, the structures and functions that are determined. In most cases, the mapping between genes and biological structure and function cannot be understood solely by studying genes in isolation. Multiple genes and gene products must interact in complex ways to generate diverse biological structures and functions. The result is an organized whole, which can be called the phenotypic gestalt. But it is not enough to recognize the phenotypic whole. For multicellular organisms, it is also essential to realize that many genetic determinants reproduce biological organization during the process of development. This involves modular genetic elements that are modified and reused in various ways. The metaphor of a developmental toolkit is useful in this context. To help clarify the distinction between actual phenotypes that result in particular individuals in particular ecological contexts, it is useful to introduce some new terms that distinguish toolkit elements from actual phenotypes. The former are referred to as the generative phenotype, and the latter are referred to as the ecological phenotype.